Irony conclusion. The place I've called home now almost and very close to longer than any other place I've called home. Longer than when I lived in Arizona and Chandler and South Phoenix, where I hung out with Hispanic friends, Mexican homies, a pretty Native American lady from the Lakota tribe. And now I live in a place with a woman in charge of the city I live in now named Mayor Durkin. A person, a human. And another person in charge of the whole state. Two layers of control and restriction now. Governor Jay Inslee. Mr. Governor Jay Inslee. Who say their goal and their aspiration has to do with environmental change, eliminating the rising temperatures they describe in their words and their language, in sentences talking about their social housing, their parks open while the businesses are shuttered. And most recently, they're police officers who they want to slowly get in their grasp. In other words, they want to chop the budget down and allow everybody's behavior to be free. In the world here now in Seattle, Washington. And saying to the planet, they have a plan to solve climate change now. Governor Jay Inslee has the plan. Mayor Durkin, she worries about free services and benefits for people who maybe like me end up with cancer and have to live in their hole for the rest of my life now. Getting their dollars and cents and listening to the people on Capitol Hill go, fuck you government, give me more free. With the same kind of response the mayor and the governor are giving to the federal government. Give us what we need to solve our problems, and you shut up and go to your bunker. You, Sir, Mr. President Donald Trump, they say, S-T-O-O-P. Getting angry at behavior and allowing the behavior and the machine guns, the policing of the streets by the protester activists who understand philosophy and love ideology. They love control. They love rules. They love free, contained expression of the soul and spirit. They graffiti. They throw trash. They camp. They party. They watch films from other parts of Earth. And they want the government they describe and say to the government in place now, they are a failure and not worth having around now. So both the city of Seattle, Washington, Capitol Hill, where I'm at risk even saying a word with my window open. I might have a rock thrown or some other explosive device from a few videos ago, or some firecracker, or some creepy, strange FAGGOT yelling person in the middle of the night. Locate the distraction, me now. Saying bad behavior and allowing destructive behavior, no government with a described system similar to a government. All of these words in these language, they sound like psycholinguistics with some neurolinguistics used as a stimulus, getting people's hormones charged, energetic, to make them feel victorious, like they're Chinese in the communist regime, or they're Russia trying to take over another country. Taking over Seattle in practice, the CHAZ Autonomous Zone, Capitol Hill. With the University of Washington shut down during this coronavirus pandemic, totally silent, and choosing not to do what I just did now. Eliminate the conflict. Silence my voice for the world. The doctors, the professors, the instructors, the teachers, and their PhDs and their prestigious degrees sit in a college and not only stay quiet and out of sight, they praise and cheer on this rampage. In their big stimulus, the Husky Den, fraternities, sororities, tons of ethnic, cultural food, and plenty of respect. They discourage disagreement. And they deny a person like me an opportunity to study at their university unless I take years and pray and hope and cry to help kids and to help babies and to help parents and to help anyone who needs a neurologist to assist them getting healthy. Their monkeys and their rats they study there, the birds they talk about in the world, the crows. They have contained in this system of psychology the stimulus and the reward. Studying mathematics and biophysics in the neuroscience department with tons of faces and very easy to identify bodies. Geniuses, brilliant, freaking intelligence, high IQs and powerful community leaders here in Seattle, Washington. With all of the information and the data needed to eliminate the problem being called injustice, racism, inequality, police violence against humanity. Deciding to do behavior and saying to the federal government, the president, bad behavior. Denouncing the United States of America and praising the activist social group, the aware person, human in their land. Not explaining how they've figured out good behavior and bad behavior. Having to do with the police looking for the criminal. Looking for the assault. The bully. They're not talking about what they're doing so nobody bothers them in their achievement, deciding what's right and what's wrong. Limiting law and order to stop the conversation and interactions about options and choices to make and have. To not have suffering and poverty and homelessness and feces in the street with machine gun toting thugs and gangsters with their black covered faces and their white skin clenched up, ready to knock the fucking shit out of anybody. Knock the heck out of anybody who walks over and says, I want to live in a great civilization. I want a great country with strong and powerful people who aren't afraid to say out loud what they're thinking in their brain.